when I want to add the legs, I'm going to kind of repeat what I did for the last step. Now I've got my tabletop with a cutout. Before I add any kind of sketch, I have to make sure I'm in my part design. And we need to go ahead and we need to select this option here and create a new body. Now this is going to be, I'll call this leg 1. And what I will do is I'll zoom out because for some reason I like zooming in. I'm going to use spacebar to just get rid of the tabletop for right now. So with choosing my leg, let me sketch it. Now in this case, I don't want to view from the top because the legs most people are going to see probably from the front. So if I zoom in here, the front is the XZ plane. So I'm going to work within that plane. So one of the things we need to do is we need to kind of figure out how tall these legs should be. Let's assume that, I don't know, maybe 2 foot high table legs would work. So let's first do this. I will go straight up. And then, I don't know, we'll give it kind of like a weird shape. And connect. There we go. Oh, messed that up. Oh, gosh. Oh, everything's falling apart. Okay, so I'm going to undo. Oh, boy. Let me go undo this sketch. I'm going to get rid of this sketch altogether. That was a mess. So I'll add the new sketch. It is going to be the XZ plane. Zoom out a little bit. You have to be really careful and make sure that when you click that final point, you do get the yellow. Otherwise, you see what happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this again. Make sure you click when it is yellow. Okay, now we're good to go. All I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to choose this dimension. I just realized that my table is in inches, so I'm going to go ahead and make this like 6 inches. You should make yours in feet, but unfortunately I just realized mine is an extremely scale model. If this is my leg, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit close. So now I've got my leg, but I need to extrude it. If I want to look at the leg, let's say the leg maybe needs to be 1 inch wide. And hit OK. All right, we'll bring the tabletop back with spacebar. Whoops, sorry, with spacebar. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. So what I need to do now with this leg, though, is I need to reposition this. So let's say in the Z it needs to go down a little bit. I'll move this down. Move a little bit more than that, maybe 4.25, maybe 4.4. 4.4 works. If I zoom that around, that's probably a good spot to put the first leg. So I've got the first leg there, which is good. All right, so that's how we're going to add that leg. If I want to repeat that process, I'm going to do the same thing 2 more times. I need to create a new part. I need to rename this leg 2. I'm going to turn off the others with spacebar, and I'm going to go ahead and add my new sketch. We still want to view this from the front, XZ plane. Now we know that it should be as tall as the other one, so I will make sure that one of my dimensions is going to be around 6 inches, and maybe I do something that looks like this. It's kind of weird looking. I'll make it flat at the top. All right, so if I want to be flat at the top, I want to go ahead and make that flat. That seems pretty good. Let me make sure that this is 6 inches. And let me make sure it's completely vertical. Whoops, completely vertical. All right, that seems pretty good, so I'm going to hit close. Zoom out. And let me extrude that. And just like the last one, I'm going to make it 1 inch thick. So now I've got my second leg, and it's just a matter, if I turn everything back on, it's a little bit too high now, so it's just a matter of taking leg 2, and let's move it. I think we need to move it a little bit in this direction, so we'll move it along the Y. Oops, wrong way. How's that look? It's a little bit too far, so I will maybe make that 2.8. 2.8 seems pretty good. Yep. So then in the Z, we'll move that down. That looks pretty good. All right, so we've got 2 custom legs, and we've got a custom table with a cutout. All I need to do is repeat that process to add my third leg, and I should be fine. So it's up to you to figure out how to add that third leg, but good luck with it. Actually, these table legs are a little bit little bit apart. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and move this up along the Z. Whoops. I'm going to try moving it up, let's say negative 3.2. Nope, negative 2.8. That seems a little bit better. So now if we take a look, I just noticed real quick they were uneven. So now if I view that from the right side, they're still a little bit uneven. And I'm a perfectionist, so let me try 2.7. 2.7 looks pretty good. Not sticking out the top, they're even on the bottom. So that should be good to go. Okay, so you'll have to figure out how to add the third leg. But good luck, you just have to repeat the last two steps.